Okay. All right. Thank you. Now, it says here, for 8A. Now, this again is just strictly mental math here. So how many more cups of this kind of coffee did Cafe Mocha sell in January than in April? So obviously everybody just looks at January and everybody looks at April. Everybody just tells me how many more?
350.
350. That's how fast it should be. All right. Now, some of the kids in the last class are not good as they should be with their math facts, which means you just go home and practice. All right. I can teach you advanced math if you know the basics. It's hard for me to teach you math facts when I say what's 6 times 7 and you're just not sure. All right. Now, letter B is kind of annoying. Why is letter B annoying? Tell me.
Because of the decimal point.
Yes. So how do I solve this problem though, Ryan?
By rounding, 198 to $2.
Yes, I'm going to let you do that this time. All right, for that great advice. So I don't really feel like multiplying 1.98 times the number of cups in March. So how many cups were in March? 587. So to find the total money made, we just take 587 and multiply by what?
2.
Yeah, everybody multiply 587 by 2. And we're just checking your work. That's all we're doing. Just checking your multiplication. See how things are going. All right. And hopefully everybody's getting what?
1,174. About 54.
1,174. All right. Double check your work now. All right. It's not a big deal. Anybody have any issues? All of you good?
Yep.
All right. Here we go. Now for letter C. This time I'm going to make you do the whole work. All right. I want everybody to tell me. Well, let's not let everybody. So we're going to multiply for what month? So what am I multiplying here?
387.
387 by what? 225. So everybody do that real quick. No, we're multiplying. No, we're multiplying. Because you sold 387 cups. And then when you're feeling good about it, you double check things. You want to tell me the answer? I'm good. Now notice I'm going to do the problem up here too, all right? So I want everybody to do it, all right? I'm just checking your work now for the multiplication. It's all right, it's all right. Anybody else get 870.75? I think I'm right, but I could be wrong. You got that too? All right, so I got 2 people.
I don't really get how you like do it.
You want me to review the multiplication?
Like when it's like point something.
Oh, remember now, let's talk about this. So do you see how there were 2 places after the decimal here? So that means you had to move. Yeah, that means you have to move it once, twice over here. Thank you for asking. All right, anybody else?
I'm still finishing up.
You good with that, Ryan? Did I make a mistake?
No. I had some questions about the multiplication process.
Well, tell me what.
I myself for the wrong answer, so I just
Now, a lot of people like to put zeros here. I don't put zeros there anymore because, right, I can see them. Right, is everybody good now with the multiplication? All right, let's check out number 10 now. All right, number 10, you have 1 minute. All right, I'm gonna pull number 10 up. All right, and I want everybody to give that a good shot. All right, let's see who's thinking. Number 10 is a good thinking question. So I'm putting on 1 minute. We'll see who can get it. As soon as you get it, you can raise your hand. As soon as you think you know. Thirty seconds. You're gonna be all right, Oliver. Okay.
So you subtract 20, you subtract 16.25 from 20, then you divide that answer by 3.
That's part of it.
Mhm.
It's a good start.
It's $12.20.
Somebody says the answer is $12.25. I have one answer. Somebody else. Yes, sir.
Well, I came up with 10.
10? Thank you. Somebody else. I got two answers. Tell me.
$8.70.
Oh, I like that. 870?
Yes.
Okay, good. Somebody else. Oh, thank you. 815. That's another good answer. Tell me.
I got 8.10.
810? Ooh.
Wait.
Wait.
I think I did something wrong.
Okay. All right. I'm waiting for you. I'll erase that. I'll let you think about it. Come on. Somebody else. Come on, guys. Anybody? Anybody else? All right. So how much did they spend on the three songs?
16.
How much?
16.5.
No,
375.
375. They spent 375, right? Because why? Because it was just 20 minus 1625. So you subtracted and got 375. That's how much money they spent. But it was for how many songs? 3. So I'm dividing that by 3, just like Oliver said. Just like Oliver said. So each song costs what? $1.25. Now I'm going to stop there just for a second. Is anybody having trouble with seeing it's $1.25 per song?
How come?
Anybody? All right.
I have a question.
What?
So 9 minus 6, you get 3. So 375, but then you still have the
Right? Then 375 divided by 3.
But-
And that was $1.25. You said it yourself, subtract and divide.
$1.25 times 3.
okay, whatever.
All right, you good now?
Sure.
I don't want to be sure. I'm saying 3 goes into 3 once and 3 goes into 75, 25. That's what we're saying, $1.25 per song. So how many songs did you buy altogether? 8, right? So now it was just $1.25 times 8. And guess what $1.25 times 8 is? Let's do it. 0, carry the 4, 0, carry the 2. Uh-oh. Cost me $10 for those 8 songs. So who said $10 was the answer? You are the man today. That is correct.
Thank you.
$10. That is amazing. Very nice. Very nice.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep. That is very good. Very good. Does anybody else have any If you're looking up here going, man, the guy's crazy, he's going way too fast. I want to help, Oliver. All right. Don't be afraid to ask. All right, but we got to keep going. We got to keep going. All right, that's a great thinking question. Really good thinking.
No.
Okay.
All right. Next, let's try the next one. Ooh, 1 minute. Here we go. Is another great thinking question. I'm putting it on the clock. Reset, start. 1 minute. It's a really good question. Oh, we got 2 people already. Let's give everybody about 20 more seconds.
So what happened to numbers 12?
I'm not doing number 12.
Okay.
10 more seconds. Then I'm going to ask you to take a good educated guess. Let's see, your life is on the line here. A, B, C, or D. Everybody's got to make a choice. Make a choice. Ready? And all right. So what do we got? So far an A, good. Over here. A, good. What do we got? A. What else? A again.
And A as well.
A again. A. Oh, this is too easy. This problem was too easy. Anybody else get something else besides A? Come on, don't be a look. If you didn't get A, put your hand up. Everybody got A. I think I did it wrong. Well, what'd you get? And I'll tell you. I'll be happy to tell you. Trust me. I think I got what? C. Are you crazy? You're the only one who got a C. Anybody else crazy? Nobody? Oh, you're crazy. Oh, I like that. I'm crazy too. Are you sure it's C? You don't want to say D for fun? All right. I gave you a chance. Because the correct answer is, guess what? Man, this is killing me today, guys. What? The problem is, listen to me. The problem is, I want to tell you something. You're not giving yourself a chance to solve this problem. And what I mean by that is math is visual. You got to see it. You got to see it. All right. I'm going to show you how simple this is. Everybody should be able to look at that and say, this is a dumb question. It's obviously D. Everybody in here should be able to do that. So let me show you why I am correct. Let me show you why I'm correct and you are not. All right. And honestly, it's very easy to make a mistake. And I know why everybody selected A. I already know that. All right. That's what they wanted you to select. All right. So now what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you something. What I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a 26-mile highway. How long is that right there? That's 26 miles. All right. Now I'm going to put up a sign every what? Every half a mile. Does everybody agree with that? So now we're going to start off, right? So here we go. This is a half a mile. So that's what? One sign. Now I'm going to go another half a mile. How far did I just drive? 1 mile. How many signs are there? 2. There are 2 signs for every what? For every mile. You took away my thunder. That's no good. How many miles are there? 26 miles. So we just agreed that there are 2 signs every what? We just agreed 2 signs every mile. So 26 times 2 is what? 52. So those of you guys who are thinking 52, are you in good shape? Yeah, you're in good shape. Except what? That's right. We put a sign at the beginning. So if we put a sign at the beginning, there are what? 53 now.
What about the one at the end?
The one at the end is counted, right? Now, let me give you an example for that. Hold your hand down for just 1 second. if I ask you this, how many numbers are there from 0 to 10? How many numbers are there from 0 to 10? Everybody says what?
11.
Everybody says what, though? 10. But there aren't 10 numbers from 0 to 10. There are what? 11. Because you don't, generally when you count numbers, you don't count at the beginning, right? But if you had to count the individual numbers, you would be counting what? 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are actually how many numbers? 11. That's what the problem is. All right, that's a common mistake kids make on all standardized tests. Does everybody agree with what I'm saying now? If you take the time and draw it out, you're going to be much smarter when you're doing reasoning questions. All right, that's the one thing I'm going to try to show you this year. All right, always not in your brain where you just tell me what the answer is. Sometimes you have to actually make a calculation. All right, with that being said, we're jumping on 14. I got 1 minute. All right, come on now, give yourself a chance, draw it out a little bit. All right, you got 1 minute. And then for all you brave souls, tell me your answer when you get ready. Take a good guess now. You got 15 seconds. If you're not sure, take a good guess. Yes, ma'am. Tell me. F? I like it. What did you get? G. I like it. Tell me. F. Good. Somebody else. G. Wow. Yes, sir. H. Yes. H. Ooh, we're kind of in the middle. Claire. Good job. G. Good. F. Good. Tell me. Good for you. Come on, guys. I've always said it just doesn't make sense to me that you would want to come to math class and not participate. Right? You got to take, it's really not that hard. Math is super simple. All right, I'm going to try to show you that. Tell me. F. And last one. F2. All right. Now, I'm glad no one chose J. That doesn't make much sense. All right. So now, I counted them all up. You should have counted them all up too. Not in your head. You should have counted them up. So how many people joined the club? So here's what I did. A, B, C, D, E. A has to play who? Everyone. So A has to play, no, A has to play B, A has to play C, A has to play D, and A has to play E. Now, can A play himself? That doesn't make sense. So does everybody agree? A has played everybody. All right, now B has to play. B has to play who? No. Does B have to play A? No, because A already played what? Yeah, there's your mistake. So B has to play who? C. B has to play D, and B has to play who else? E. Now C has to play who? C has to play who? D, and C has to play E. And D has to play what? And E has to play no one, because he's already played everyone. So how about that, guys? Correct answer, of course, was what? 10. All right, now look, guys, these are called reasoning questions, thinking's questions. You're not supposed to look at it and say the answer. You're just not. If you look at it and just say that's the answer, you're probably going to be what? You're probably going to be wrong. All right, so you got to think about it before. All right, now you got one more good one here. All right, one more thinking problem, and then we're going to move on to the lesson for today. All right, but I'm going to give you 1 minute. All right, I want you to try to tell me how many squares will fit into that shape.
What do you mean side length?
There's a square with a side length of 2.5.
Okay.
That's what we're looking at. So I want to know how many squares with a side length of 2.5 are going to fit into that figure. Think it through now. Don't be afraid to draw your picture.
Talking about the whole area, right?
Would be round,
What?
would be round.
You can do whatever you want to do. I want your answer. 10 more seconds. Think it through. And it's okay if you don't know. Make a good educated guess. Try to look at it and say, well, I think about this much. Just once is enough. Tell me.
I got C.
I'm proud of you. C. Somebody else. Claire, what were you thinking?
I got N.
Hey, good for you, kiddo. Somebody else. Yes. B. Oh, that was kind of confident. I like that. Yes.
B.
B. Ooh, 2 confident answers. Anybody else?
I got A.
Anybody else? A. Good. Come on, Oliver. Yes. How much?
B.
B. Somebody else.
C.
C. Somebody else.
A.
A. D was kind of a dumb answer, right? That's way too much, right? I'm not sure I like that one. So let's get rid of D. All right, now look, I don't want you worried about it so much. I'm really honestly trying to show you how to reason through things. That's all. All right. So these are tricky. All right. They're meant to be tricky. All right. So now what I'm going to show you how I learned how to be good at math. All right. You have to be able to visualize things. You're not supposed to look at this and say the answer is. All right. Some of you might not even know how to do it, and that's perfectly fine also. But I'm going to show you now what I did. All right. This is the square that's supposed to go in here. Does everybody agree? Now, I'm going to start down here. If I want to work my way up, all right, then how many squares will fit up the Y6?
Well,
Hold on, I want to hear his explanation.
because I just made it easier for myself, so I did 5. So I was
There you go, beautiful. So watch this, guys. So what he did is he just made a square, and I'm going to duplicate it and put it right on top, correct? And now that's how many feet?
That's 5.
That's 5 feet. Beautiful. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to shrink this down a little bit so I can see it better. Right? Now, if I duplicate this, come on. Uh-oh, it's acting up now. Sorry. All right, so I duplicated it. And now that's how many feet?
Well, 10.
10, right? So now what I'm going to do again is I'm going to move this over. I'm going to duplicate it again because I need how many feet? How many feet do I need?
15.
15. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shrink this down now. I'm going to try to. And there you have it. That's really good right there. Does everybody see that? All right. So there are how many squares just going up the wall?
6.
There are 6, right? Now, he said something really smart. He said every 5 feet, there are what?
2.
2 squares. All right, every 5 feet, there are 2 squares. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this right here, just so I can show you. Well, that's 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it this way. And now how many feet is this so far?
Oh, yeah, acting like it's only this.
No, I'm just doing 4. So how many is that?
Oh, that's it.
That's 10 feet, correct? And I need how many?
20,
So I need how many all the way across?
8,
8 all the way across. And I need how many down?
6,
6. So altogether there was what?
48.
48. Yay. 48. Pat yourself on the back if you got that. All right. And again, it's not a big deal, guys. It really isn't a big deal. All right. That was a hard lesson. Very tricky. But what I'm trying to show you is if you visualize, things are better. All right. Things are better. All right. Now what I want to do is we're going to get started with today's assignment. All right. Which is, believe it or not, much easier. All right. So that was good reasoning. So here we go. Number 1. Now notice here what the answer is or what the question is. Write a numerical expression. Write a numerical expression. So let's just make sure you get the homework tonight, which is the main thing. Right now, we're going to be doing 1 through 29, 32, and 34. That's the homework. All right, then I'm going to check when you walk in the door tomorrow. 1 through 29, 32, and 34. All right, so now let's go back. This is going to be
Back up for a second. Okay.
1 through 29, 32, and 34. All right, here we go. Yeah, you can just continue writing your notability. That's perfect. All right, so here we go. Now, again, there's no work here. It's just read the sentence. The cost of 6 electronic handheld games if each cost $8. So how would I find that? What would I do?
8 times 6.
8 times 6. That's all you have to write down. I'm not interested in 48. I'm just interested in, can you read it and tell me what operation there is? That's what you're supposed to be doing. All right. Now, the cost of 1 box of cereal, if 4 boxes of cereals cost $12. What are we doing for that?
12 divided by 4.
12 divided by 4. I don't care about the answer. You're just supposed to write 12 divided by 4. Come on, everybody's good with that, correct? All right, now I'm going to go around the room. When I call your name, I want you to do question number 3. We're going in order. All right, so where's London at? I'm sorry, London. All right, I'm trying. All right, so here we go. You got to tell me what the answer is for number 3. And don't forget, we're doing PEMDAS. So what do I have to do first? That's correct. So what's that?
8.
Yes. Now, 18 plus 8. Are you good with that, or you want me to show you good mental math? All right, so listen, let me teach you how to add 8 super quick. Always add 10. What's 18 plus 10?
28.
I'm letting London do it. 18 plus 10 is what? Is that easy for you, right? Anytime adding 10 is easy, right? And then you just subtract 2. What's 28 minus 2? There you go. That's how you add 8. You also add 9 by adding 10 and what? Subtracting 1. That's how you can add 9 really fast. All right. And that's what I'm trying to help you with. All right. Your mental math, making it quicker. All right. Thank you, London. Okay, Oliver, what am I doing first on number 4?
9 divided, oh, it doesn't really matter.
Yes, it does. That's a great lesson. In PEMDAS, multiply or divide, you must go from left to right. Always work from left to right. It doesn't matter. Multiplying isn't first, dividing isn't second. All right, that's a mistake. So what do I have to do first now, Oliver?
18.
Yep, and then what?
Divided by 3.
Which is,
6.
thank you, sir. Very good. All right, Tyler, you're up, buddy.
Oh, okay.
Tell me what to do on number 5.
So I did, I got 9 times 6.
Wait a minute.
9 plus 6, sorry.
Wait a minute. You got to do multiplying before you do addition.
Oh, 4 times 6.
There you go, buddy. Do that first.
So we do 24 plus 9.
Yep. And what's 24 plus
33.
9? Yes, I'm happy. 33. If you're having trouble, you just got to raise your hand, right? It's just, do you know order of operation? If you don't know order of operation, put your hand up and I'll explain it again. Anybody? All right, thank you. Number 6, I need to see Jacob. Where's Jacob? All right, Jacob, tell me, buddy.
17 minus 8, and then the answer would be 9, and then times 6 would be 54.
You are amazing. Thank you, Jacob. Great explanation on that one. All right, now I'm on question number 7. Where's Lily? I'm right here too. All right, Lily, tell me what to do here. You got a tricky one. I'm gonna blow it up for us. What do we do? Do you remember in PEMDAS, you do parentheses first, right?
Yeah.
So we got to do inside the parentheses. So that means we're going to do inside this. So now what do I do first? Which is? And then? 9, and then? You are awesome. Yes. Always when you multiply by 9, did you know the digits add up to 9, right? All right, I can show you that trick too if you need to. All right, 36. All right, now I need to see Taj. All right, tell me what to do here.
You 20 minus 7.
Which is?
13.
And then?
Plus 1, that's 14.
And then?
14 times 3.
Come on, Oliver, get to work.
14 times 3 is 42.
You're awesome, Tosh. Thank you, buddy. 42.
Sweet.
All right. Now, after Taj, James, where's James at?
Right here.
All right, James. Tell me what to do.
Well, it's dividing and subtracting. So I'm going to do the dividing.
You know what? I'm going to tell you something. You got the hard one. Listen, this is the only time when you have a fraction bar that you have to do the numerator, the denominator, and then do the division.
Okay.
All right. So you got the only exception to the rule. All right. So you have to do this and this. It's kind of like they're in parentheses.
So 15 minus 5, and then obviously, and then 6 minus 4 is 2.
So final answer.
That is 5.
You're awesome, buddy. Thank you, James. That's really good. All right, Graham, you're up. Number 10, what to do?
Number 10.
Tell me about, let's look at me for a second. What's 34?
16.
But what's 34 plus 18?
Oh, plus 18. I thought it was.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Oh,
Now I'm trying to tell you, listen to me. Look at me for a second. Adding 18 is adding what?
it's like 20.
And then subtracting 2. Good job. Okay. So what is that?
54.
And then
52.
you're awesome. Thank you for listening. Next. Is that us? Is
Yeah.
that our bell for real?
Yes.
Okay, so here's what you got to do. By the way, that was 13. And 52 divided by 13 is 4. All right. So your homework now is just to finish up. All right. So, we got to the end anyway. All right. I wanted to give you the independent practice for homework. So your homework is 12 through 29 and then 32 and 34. So everybody write that? Yes.
What's the 29 number?
It was 13.
Wait, what was number 1?